All right, hey everyone. Welcome to this video here. As I didn't want to make this like a super long video, obviously, but I wanted to sort of put make this discussion video because I feel it's necessary to have this out there, considering considering I mean, I guess you could say I've had like chat with friends about this topic recently, and I felt it, and also I kind of got inspired by a video that I saw during the summer from Tippy Pigeon. I'll leave a link in the description. She kind of, well, I mean, obviously it had Destiny 2 in relation to the video, obviously, and it was in regards to the whole Pride Disability Month that they were celebrating, where they were not really making players aware of some of the disabilities that are included in that category. She felt it was pretty just she felt like not particularly proud by the way they were handling the awareness of the mum. They kind of like brushed it like it was a marketing tool. Yeah, so that was pretty much the inspiration to part of the inspiration to this video, really. And I've kind of wanted this video to be an opportunity to sort of basically just kind of discuss how I'm starting to notice, and I'm pretty sure a lot of gamers are going to notice as well. They'll probably agree to some of this. I feel like that the percentage of gaming communities that are aware of like autism and autistic people in general is not it's not exactly where it should be. It definitely feels like there's a small percentage gaming communities that seem to know about or at least aware about it, and then there's a vast majority of communities that just don't or either refuse to research it or refuse to talk about it, and it's becoming more and more obvious in the vast majority of gaming communities than others, because it's, well, I mean, it doesn't help that you have games like Destiny 2 and many other online games that don't seem to like at least make autism aware, make some sort of an awareness when it comes to autism, and especially of how autistic people understand things. Yeah, I just feel like that. Yeah, there needs to be more done in this area, and I feel like that we need to. I feel like gaming communities could do with improving in that better, handling that better. Also, at least making gamers more aware of it, because I think that's seems to be the narrative that seems to. I personally, and the reason being that I believe there should be an improvement towards that is because, well, I mean, I was chatting with some friends of mine. I might as well give a shout out to page Wiki Woo, who is she recently got affiliated recently, and I was playing been playing Fortnite with her from time to time. But yeah, I know she when I was bringing up sort of concerns and stuff, yeah, she kind of like mentions about how arrogant people have been when it comes to like talking about autism and even having the lack of knowledge about it. She is kind of right that people seem to have had this sort of attitude of like not wanting to understand when they should, because it's important stuff, really. Because, well, if you happen to make friends with someone with autism, you're going to need to understand some of that stuff. It's going to look it's and especially if you're in a gaming community that wants to open to more different types of people, you're going to want to understand those type of people, especially if you're making your community accessible. You see what I mean? Like, it's, yeah, stuff like this is considered important. I feel like it's sort of been brushed aside because people want to have their egos over supporting the vulnerable autism people who just want to enjoy life. They just, like myself, just want to enjoy life. We want to, achieve things like everybody else. It's just unfortunate that we're don't seem to be considered like important in gaming communities as of late, and it sucks because it's because of that. It's made me what you kind of made me do a channel on my Discord where I've made like an autism awareness channel that I've made as an announcement channel that people could, that should they have a Discord server, they'll be able to, put that in a channel as an announcement channel that I'll frequently update as well, because I am going to be putting some more links in there eventually. But yeah, but of course, for those who don't fancy doing the Discord route and want to have links, there'll be links in the description, by the way, because I feel like it's important that gamers understand this stuff. Because like I said, what if you end up being friends with someone with autism and you don't know what to do when they're having a rough time? Exactly. You're not going to have the knowledge. You're not going to understand what to do because you're not going to understand how they're feeling because you didn't really know anything. That's why I feel like there needs to be like a channel in Discords where where you're allowed to talk about like autism and stuff. I feel like that needs to be a thing because that considering it's a disability that needs to be aware more, to have awareness for more, then there definitely needs to be a channel for that. Pretty much on the same level as disability, pride disability. It's pretty much on that same level that needs to get recognized for the in good terms and not to be used as a marketing tool because it's not a marketing tool. It's a real thing some real people are going through, and like myself, because I'm not afraid to say that I'm an autistic gamer. I'm not afraid to say it because I've been like that since the day I've been born, and it's just unfortunate that I had to go through lots of stuff just to be able to find friends that generally understand me. It's really unfortunate for that, but it's at the same time, it's like this is why we need to put more awareness to it, and I feel like that now's the perfect time to start pushing that narrative to want to make things better. And more important, and then also, I was also had also like, but I also want to, I also want to give a shout out to Snowy as well for just being there when I needed the most, really. And it really means a lot, Snowy, for all the good things and all the commitments that you've put into a lot, especially to look out for me and many of your and many other friends that you care about. And that truly means a lot. And the fact that you like are willing to listen as well, which is like, and also because considering the fact we're both autistic and you understand me is kind of what truly means a lot to know that to have to have someone who is autistic who does understand where I'm coming from is such a it means so much. It really does, and I honestly can't thank Snowy enough for that. And I hope that yeah, sure, maybe you are watching. I don't know. Generally, thank you for like what for being you and continuing to wanting to put your stuff aside just to make sure that I'm doing okay and that I'm doing the same for you. That's what best friends are for, right? But then mostly the thank yous I kind of want to put out there, really. I mean, and also want to thank Holly and Reese, and I also want to thank Unknown Angel as well. She's gone out of her way to to tell me that I deserve the very best, and I honestly believe you deserve the very best as well because of the fact that you go out of your way to make sure that I'm doing all right a lot, and it means that honestly I can't thank you so much for that. Nuclear Snow Bunny as well. She's another one who tries to has basically willing to understand me as much as possible, and she even goes out of her way to want to play games with me as well. And even asks if I want to play games with her. The fact that she goes out of her way to ask to say that means so much. And I genuinely appreciate you, Snow Buddy. Appreciate you for that. I know I'm kind of mixing up between Snowy and Snow, but Snow, honestly, and I'm looking forward to playing COD with you when it comes out. That will be we're definitely going to be playing that a lot for sure. Yeah, I just feel like it's important to acknowledge good people, and that's kind of what I am. I'm kind of one of those people that likes to shout friends out when necessary, especially during when I'm having like discussion videos where I feel like autism awareness needs to be more featured in gaming communities, and gaming communities need to at least feel like at least include like autistic gamers more and make us more valued more and etc. And it just let us have some good times. Because trust me, I mean, you can imagine what it's like for me, playing. I mean, sure, there may be times when I want to play solo and stuff, but half of the time I don't, half of the time I just kind of, there's been days where I kind of wish that I had friends around to play, and I know I don't say, I know I should be like asking if I'm asking people, but like I kind of just remain silent and just wish they were around, and it just, I know I shouldn't be like that, but that's kind of how I look at situations. Really, is like, oh, if I remain silent, maybe they'll know. I know I need to like ask, and I know that, and it's just, being autistic is a hard work. Let's just put it that way. It's hard work to try and like get people to understand. I just like to hope that this video is helping in some regard and helping to at least make things, make the world better for us lot. And just generally though, I'm definitely going to be putting links in the description, and I feel like we need to just kind of change this narrative that people shouldn't be talking about autism, and that we shouldn't be, people shouldn't be afraid to discuss about it. People shouldn't be afraid to be aware of the condition. Really, people just need to have more knowledge of it. People need to have discussions about it, and not make excuses to not have discussions about it, because it's silly, and it's part. This is part of the reason why autistic people are just not feeling appreciated in gaming communities anymore, and not feel like they're welcome. I want to change that. I want to at least be the person that at least starts that conversation to at least change that in some regards, so that we can make it so that autistic people can feel well in gaming communities and stuff, and not have to fear for the worst. Some goodness into gaming communities, so at least so that more gaming communities can feel more accessible going forward. That's kind of how I'm looking at this, because I feel like it's necessary. I'm just an autistic person that just wants to be able to be successful at streaming on Twitch and be able to enjoy, do what he loves, which is streaming and gaming on stream, etc., and playing with friends on the stream, and even off stream as well, and have a great and wonderful life. It's just tough these days. It's just tough to achieve those, because things get in the way. And so I'm remaining hopeful that at least we can, at least I'm hoping that this video has helped in some regard. I know it may feel a bit wobbly because of the fact that I'm trying to process all this, kind of process what I want to try and get voice out, etc. But I didn't even script this video as well. I've just kind of just my own thoughts out there. I just want the best. I just want the best in my stream. I just want to be able to enjoy, be able to grow as a streamer. I want to be able to reach heights that I've always dreamed of. Like, I mean, I wouldn't. There was a part of me once upon a time that wanted to reach partner, but I don't think that's ever going to happen, because people would rather unfollow me than give an autistic person a chance, and it sucks. People just look at an autistic streamer like myself and say, "Yeah, we don't want you to have a chance. We want you to fail." Me having to see that, and I'm like, when are we going to change this narrative? So thanks for watching. We'll and look out for some more gaming videos soon.